Hello everyone and welcome back to another Gran Turismo 7 money method video, and into this video I'm going to be showing you guys the money tune that I've made for this car right here, which is the Honda RA272. Alright, so the car is inside the Legend Cars dealership, so let's go in. It's been a while since I've actually made a tune for a car from the Legend Cars dealership. So yeah, let's go all the way to the right, and here it is, the Honda RA272. It is currently on sale by the time I'm recording this footage right here. As you guys can see, it costs a total of 2.5 million credits. So yeah, it is a bit of a hefty price tag, but what you're getting is a very cool car for your collection. Okay, before we continue, if you guys are enjoying the video so far, be sure to drop a like on the video and subscribe to the channel if you guys haven't already. Helps me a lot and I really appreciate it. So, here is the tune. This is a 700pp tune. We are mainly going to be running racing hard tires, but make sure you guys do get yourself intermediates and heavyweights because we do need it for the race that we're going to do. And then moving on to suspension, here is the suspension setup. I'm going to go through this quite quickly so you guys can pause the video, you guys can copy this one by one. Here's the differential gear setup. And then moving on to the ECU. Well, you can't adjust the downforce by the way, which is a bit unfortunate. But yeah, that's fine, the car's still really good. Moving on to, well, the ECU. Full control computer, upper adjustment 100%. Ballast 0 kg, ballast positioning 0, power restrictor 100%. So yeah, we are not detuning this car at all, so we are keeping maximum power and we're not adding in any extra weight whatsoever. So the transmission, fully customizable racing transmission, so make sure it is a racing transmission. Top speed automatically adjusted, 360 kilometers an hour. Moving on to the turbocharger, we are going to be using the high RPM turbocharger. And all the way at the bottom over here for brakes, the front rear balance, I actually did some testing in the race and I like it at +1. And yeah, that's pretty much it. It is really simple. So 419 horsepower, and the weight on this car is insane. So 1098 pounds. In kilograms, that is 498 kilograms. Bro, it is such a light machine. Like, driving this thing is kind of scary, not gonna lie, because you know I drive with no assist except for ABS. So yeah, that's pretty much it. So for this race, the difficulty will be set to easy. Alright, so the race that we're going to be doing will be in Europe. So pressing that on the left side over here, 24 hours of Le Mans in France. And then right here, this is the race that we're going to be doing today, which is the World Touring Car 700. So this race right here is an endurance race, so it is 30 minutes long. It does have time and fuel consumption as per usual. And this race right here does have random weather. So yeah, make sure you guys do have yourself intermediates and wet tires just in case if it does rain. Alright, jumping straight into the race, and time for me to tell you guys the strategy that I've gone for. Okay, so just a little heads up, the strategy and this footage right here may be a little bit different compared to your race, and that's because this race does have random weather. So it might rain on a random lap, which is different compared to this footage right here. So because of that, the result of each race will be a little different from one another. Alright, so now that's out of the way, I'm just gonna walk you guys through on what I've done in this race right here. So at the start of the race, what I did is make sure my fuel map is set to 1, so that is full power, and I pretty much keep my fuel map at 1 for the whole entire race. This car right here on fuel map 1 can push out a total of 5 laps, which is just insane. Also, this car right here is insanely rapid down the straight. It can go over 200 miles per hour. And that is if your fuel map is set to 1. Also, if you are struggling to drive this car with 0 traction control, just bump that traction control up. There's no problem doing it whatsoever. You're just grinding money. So yeah, it's a little tough to control here and there, especially at bumpy parts. So just be a little careful. This is a very old car. It's from 1965. So don't expect it to have an insane amount of grip. Don't expect it to have an insane like cornering speed, like cornering grip. So yeah, just take it slow around corners, be a little gentle with it, but at the same time rip it down the straight, like just go insanely fast. But once you've synced in enough time with this car, like get used to the way it behaves, the way it handles on bumps and all that, throttle controlling, this car actually does feel very, very nice. It was a joy to drive. I really enjoyed driving this thing, especially around track. At first, a bit sketchy, especially on throttle, because I remember driving this thing the first time, spun out a decent amount, but gave myself a bit of time, get used to the car, and yeah, had a lot of fun driving it. It's actually a blast. I don't really have any issues when it comes to throttle and going over bumps, since I know how the car behaves. Anyways, so right here at the end of lap number 3, I'm going to be entering the pit lane because judging by the weather radar, it looks like it's gonna start raining quite heavily. So entering the pit lane, I'm gonna be swapping to a set of intermediate tires, and I'm also gonna be refueling the car just a bit to the required amount. Alright, so let's talk about the penalties that can ruin your clean racing bonus for this race right here. So there's only one, and that is if you pass under a yellow flag. So if yellow flag ever comes up, don't do anything silly, don't get a penalty from the yellow flag, and you and your clean racing bonus should be a-okay. Fast forward to the end right here, so as you guys can see, I'm waiting at the finish line because I'm really far ahead of the AI. So waiting for the timer to reach 0, and there we go, final lap, and crossing the finish line, finishing first place. There we go. And here's the payout. There we go, got my clean racing bonus, and this is the time it took for me to complete the race. And that's going to be it for today's Gran Turismo 7 money method video. So if you guys did enjoy, be sure to drop a like on the video and subscribe to the channel if you guys haven't already. Thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you all next one, and bye bye.